Welcome back to the Learning Curve on CBS News Texas. We're talking about the school choice program that passed, and boy, let me tell you, this really proved to be the most contentious issue during this past legislative session between Republicans and Democrats.
I've been talking to a lot of families who are both sides of the political aisle, and they're really digging into, is public education the best route for their children, or is it private education? And that conversation is still going on.
Okay, but you said before we went to break that this might not be over. So that's what I'm curious about, because honestly, as a parent, the political process just goes on and on forever. And now we're looking at the legal process, right?
Well, this may end up in the courts because the chairman of the Texas Democratic Party told me that they may file a suit to try to block this legislation, this program from happening. The Republican chairman of Texas, Abraham George, said, bring it.
We want to have a choice for all of our parents to take their kids to the best school possible. Every single Texan should have that choice. This is not that. This is, we're with 100,000 kids, $1 billion, it's just really a pilot program. So we're excited to see how this goes for the next couple of years and what we need to change and fix in the next session. So this is a huge win for the Republican Party and the conservatives.
Y'all are calling it school choice, but I don't really understand why you're calling it that. It has nothing to do with school choice. And states like Arkansas, where they've passed these bills, 95% of the people who use these vouchers already have their kids in private school. So really, it's a new entitlement program where rich people get to benefit on the backs of working class people. And so, sure, I'm happy to talk about that new entitlement program that Republicans just passed for welfare for the well-off. We're going to do everything we can to roll those types of programs back. But unfortunately, Democrats don't have the levers of power to try to control that. At this point, there isn't a lot that we can do on the policy front other than trying to litigate, which you very well may see.
Let me ask you about that, because on what legal grounds do you think there are that Democrats can push back and file a lawsuit against the state when 30 other states already have this kind of or a similar program?
Well, what makes Texas unique is that you have a constitutional right in Texas to a public education, and to a well-funded public education at that. And we're currently looking to figure out if there are ways for us to accomplish that. We're going to do whatever we can to try to protect community public schools. But let's be honest, it's a bit of a Hail Mary right now. Whenever you elect people to public office, there are going to be consequences to that. And unfortunately, any community who loves their public schools or their public school teacher are about to learn what happens when you elect Republicans to public office.
I spoke with your counterpart in the Texas Democratic Party, and he told me that he believes this bill is just an effort to, what he says, hurt public schools and to keep wages down in the state of Texas. He also said that Democrats are considering filing a suit against the state to try to block this. What's your reaction to both of those things?
I don't understand that messaging at all. So Democrats want to say we don't want to give any choice to our parents. We want you to send your kids to public schools. A lot of them are failing public schools. If you take a look at Dallas County, if that's what they want to take it to the court and to the public square, I'm glad they're doing it, because that will get more people to come to Republican side and say, okay, we want free market, we want school choice. I want to be able to make the choice for my child to go study whatever I believe it's the best interest of my kid. So I welcome that lawsuit. I think it's a really bad idea for them, but it's good for us.
Because the public didn't want this. We tried to simply take it to a vote of the public, and Republicans wouldn't even let you vote on it. So they know it's unpopular. We know it's unpopular. The difference is they don't want you to have a say on it, and we do.
One of the things that I thought was very interesting is when the Democratic chairman, Kendall Scudder, said this is a legal Hail Mary, because we don't know if they're even going to still go forward with it, but it is an option, obviously, that they're looking at. But it may be their last gasp to try to fight this off.
How long are we expecting this lawsuit to potentially play out?
If they go ahead and file it, I mean, this could take some time. Ultimately, I think it would come down to the Texas Supreme Court to sort this all out.
I have to say, I think as a parent, most people just want to know, like, they want to plan for their kids' education. They want to plan for the next year, the next 2 years, the next 3, 4. And it's hard when this is playing out and you don't really have a definitive answer on, is this going to be available? And then the other big issue is, how much is private school going to cost? What private schools are going to accept this? And how much does it take off the price? Because some of the tuitions around here are really high. I was calling around to different schools in our area, and I got a sense of what those are. We'll look at the numbers when we come back.